Well, hello. You may notice I'm on a gunship. And you may also be wondering who I am. Well, my name is Cyanide. And if you've ever watched a video on my channel before, you're like, what? But you said your name was NoScope. Yeah, I got kind of tired of saying NoScope constantly, so I just decided to use my forum name. Anyway, my name is Cyanide, and I am going to be doing a series focusing on the ICC 10 progression. My computer can't handle 25 very well while I still hold up my add-ons, so we're doing it with 10. Basically, it's gonna follow the fights I'm stuck on. When I down them, I'll post a video of that. Now, this is kind of a problem for me because I don't have a dedicated raiding guild. All the videos you see are going to be organized pugs, more than likely. I may start doing a weekly ICC run that I'll be hosting, and I'll take people with me, and we'll eventually start getting groups together that can run it as a group instead of pugs working well together. Now I'm going to explain the fight. So basically, I started recording when the gunship started coming up on our tail. Now, the Horde gunship, or the Alliance gunship if you're Horde. Basically, you have to blow the living hell out of the enemy. It's really, really fun. But I think it would be really fun if if this boss fight phased, and instead of fighting enemy troops, you fought an enemy raid. I don't know how they would do that, but I think that would be really, really fun. So, like, just an idea. Okay. The mechanics of the fight. Okay, first mechanic I'm going to explain is the big glowy circles. Now, those are where mortars are going to land. It's suggested you move out of them, but in Wrath of the Lich King, they really, really, really nuked that kind of thing. So, if you do stand under a mortar, it won't kill you, even though it really, really should. Sorry about that. Now, the other thing is these mages. Every once in a while, Sarfang or Muradin will call out a mage to create ice blocks on your cannons. Your DPS will be kicked out of their cannons, and they will, a good few of you will jetpack across and help down the mage, which will then un-ice block the cannons. Now, make sure you bring a tank with you, and make sure the tank is standing near the edge, because if he's not standing near the edge, the healers might not be able to get him. And two, if there is no tank, you're all going to get cleaved by Zarfang, and you will die, and then he will gain points because you died. And you really don't want him to get points, because he does get this stacking buff. I'm not sure what it's called, I never actually checked, but the more damage he does to a person, the harder he'll start to hit. So it's a real bad thing. You don't want to be over here too long. You want to bring really good DPS over, or in my case, at least decent DPS. As you can see, I waited to jetpack over because a mortar was landing. I didn't have to, but I did anyway on principle. And third mechanic. There are 3 mechanics for this, I think. Well, unless you're doing the cannons, then there's 4. Anyway, this portal will spawn in the middle of your gunship, and you will have to deal with the invaders coming from said portal. Mostly, you just put an AoE tank there, and he sits around and does nothing for the rest of the fight. It's it is a really simple fight. It's a total gimmick. I don't really think it deserves to be in the endgame content, but a lot of fights don't either. By my standards, anyway. Now, yeah, the rest of the fight is rinse and repeat. There is no phases. There is battle mages. There is invaders. And then there is the mortars. If you're on downtime and you're a ranged DPS, go deal with the axe throwers. They'll be throwing axes at your group. They'll be throwing axes at your cannons, I think. Never actually went on a cannon. Didn't see if it was taking any damage. But I'm assuming they would. It would make sense, right? Now, the cannons, I'm pretty sure they just shoot cannonballs, and you have to aim them. Again, I didn't do them. Don't do them. Ranged DPS don't get to do that stuff. But yeah. Now, I am about 4K gear score, I was told. I didn't actually have the add-on at this time. I went and downloaded it after, just because a lot of people ask for gear score, and even though I completely disagree with the system, other people don't, and I still want to get into raids. So anyway, I wasn't actually doing bad in this. There were people who had about 5K gear score compared to my something like 4.3K gear score at this point, and I was doing better than them, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, not to toot my own horn or anything, I'm just a mage. I nuke shit. Yeah, there's really not much to talk about. The entire fight is rinse and repeat. It is really entertaining, I will admit that, but it's rinse and repeat. I can't really think of anything to say about it. If you were watching this video and you were actually paying attention to the music I have playing in the background, you may have noticed that it started to reset. That's because it's not loop music, and it didn't go over the 8 minutes I needed. So you get that kind of effect. Anyway, I'll see if I can get Mr. Hunsaker to make me a loop. Josh, if you can do that, it would be much appreciated. I know I don't have much of a following, but yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Enjoy the credits, and rate, comment, subscribe.